And speaking with the former welterweight title contender, super welterweight title contender Alfonso Gomez, he told me that Martinez called him yesterday. Apparently his trainer got sick, called him on Facebook Messenger. First time he spoke to him in life.
Wow.
And asked him could he come out and be his corner man for this fight.
Wow. I'm excited to see what he actually looks like because I heard after the weigh-ins, he was eating 5 guys with his mask on.
Well, that's bizarre.
That's crazy. I'm excited.
He might not be the best looking guy, but anyway, we won't hold it against him. We won't, because we don't judge like that.
Can he fight? That's all we care about.
That's right. Wait, he was eating hamburgers with his mask on.
That's what I was hearing.
All right. Each to his own, right? Each to his own.
Woo. Now, Terell Bostic, great Long Island fighter, trained by Leon Green, a coach that took me under my wing as an amateur growing up. He was the first individual to take me in. I love him for that. I hope his fighter does a great job tonight.
Cletus, he comes in off a loss, a split decision to Omar Bordoy. Does that make you more hungry to win the next one, or does it sap the confidence and make you ask, what am I?
He is confident. I've seen him on social media putting it out there, and he wants to come back with a victory.
Mark Prado.
Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues from the center of the ring here in Huntington, Long Island, New York. Rockin Fights 34, Joe DeGuardia Star Boxing on Facebook. Fight Night Live, powered by Everlast. This contest is scheduled for 6 rounds in the super lightweight division. It's brought to you by Joe DeGuardia's Star Boxing and presented by Everlast. Be First. Camelot Limousine, more than 25 years of professional service. Tied in Media, web development and marketing on Long Island. Core BTS, experiences transformed. Eat Clean Bro, eat like a world champion. Elite Heat Water, just drink the water. Mr. Custom Made for the perfect knockout look. Check out MrCustomMade.com. And Safety Mat. The judges for this contest are John Basili, Mark Constantino, and Kevin Morgan. And controlling the action at the sound of the bell, your referee in charge is Al Lobianco. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at an even and ready 137 pounds. With a professional record of 4-5, he has 3 big wins coming by way of knockout. Wearing gold this evening and hailing from Laredo, Texas. Please welcome Javier El Niño de Oro Martinez. His opponent fights out of the red corner across the ring. He weighed in at 139 1/4 pounds. As a professional, his record stands at 3-1, 1 win coming by way of knockout. Wearing black trimmed with white and representing Wyandanch, Long Island, New York, ladies and gentlemen, Terell, the problem child, Bostic.
So to start the fight, you know, Mr. Martinez, he's screaming into the to the camera over here. Not sure what he was saying.
Oh, and for the record, good-looking kid.
Yeah, he definitely has some movie looks.
I mean,
I don't know
why you wear a mask?
And he got some energy. He's bouncing around.
Got a lot of energy.
Woo, this is what
that
we
going to
asked.
benefit him or not?
How?
We shall see.
Will it go past the first round and keep that energy up like we seen in the last fight? That's the real answer here.
I wonder what Alfonso Gomez was able to, you know, give him coming in from, you know, a 24-hour phone call.
So, yeah, they knew nothing of each other. They had never met. Javier coming in from Texas, flew in Gomez from California. And Bostic, by the way, you see the name Amari, that's his daughter on the belt line. He's the darker-skinned gentleman. The lighter skin tone is Javier Martinez, 4-5. And you see the energy bounding off him, the kinetic energy. And you see him also ripping left hooks to the body, coming out, guns a-blazing, looking to take out and take it to the man from New York right away, right out of the starting gate.
Definitely saw his typical style, what he's going for, those left body shots. And you see Bostic, that left hook is the punch that he's really looking for. And he can probably get it off him because he keeps that right hand down. But He's coming out with a nice, strong, that typical Mexican Spanish style where he's trying to rip those left hooks to the body and the head.
He's coming out that fire. Like, I don't care. I'm coming to fight. I don't care what my record is. I don't care where we're fighting at. You're gonna feel these hands.
Absolutely.
Left hooks to the body, exemplary starting out from Martinez. Bostic, I do believe, could have the edge if he gets that stick going, if he gets that jab going. Got to keep that man on the outside. Use those long arms and that reach. The 1-1-2 could be working on Martinez.
Absolutely, and you see a little bit of counter shots too from him. There it is again. He's just going to get a few counter shots, but he does not want to be there. He does not want to be on the inside.
Absolutely.
With Martinez throwing those bombs.
Looks to be a good accuracy coming from Martinez. He punch placement real solid with those left hooks, and eat those for a couple rounds. Cletus 23-1 Selden knows that's no bueno. You're not digging that. That takes away the legs and it rattles internal organs. No good.
Absolutely, but we're with the 1 minute marker now, and you can see the pace really turns a little different after that 1 or 2 minutes goes by. They took a little break, and now he's back right into it, doing what he does best, and that's fighting on the inside and throwing punches.
One thing I'm also noticing from Bostic, he's pinpointing his shots. He's definitely landing over the top. You know, his counter shots he's placing his counter shots very well, and he's landing that right hand behind the jab. He's taking his time. But like Cletus just mentioned, you can't just sit there in the pocket and allow Martinez to continuously wail at your body. But soon enough, one of those punches is going to get to the ribs.
Absolutely, and this is only a 6-round fight. He was fighting 4-rounders, now he's fighting 6-rounders. They go really fast as well on both sides. Sometimes you get tired, but you don't want to finish the fight knowing that you had a little bit more.
So jab working from Bostic, counter right hand working, lefts and rights to the body, but mostly left hooks to the body working for the man coming in from out of town. Now, I always tell the people who watch on Facebook Fight Night Live, you come in from out of town, the hometown guy, you come in 2 points down.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And Bostic pretty much has two good punches that he's trying to throw. That left hook really hard and that counter right hand. Those are the shots he's looking for right now.
Yes, absolutely.
And Martinez is...
yeah, you see him, right?
Yeah, he is not afraid of him at all.
Fight Night Live on Facebook is powered by Everlast, who reminds you to be first. And presented by Eat Clean Bro. If you're a pro in training or you just want to eat like a world champion, check out Eat Clean Bro and use the promo code Fight Night. Elite Heat Water. The best fighters, trainers, and announcers just drink the water. And Mr. Custom Made. For the perfect knockout look, check out MrCustomMade.com.
So Bostic said coming in, hey, I'm going to show everyone why I'm called the problem child. And talk to a person that knows inside and out these fighters and these matchups. That person thought that Bostic might be possibly too quick for Javier. And he thinks Javier has a great chin, one of those typical Mexican chins. But he thinks Javier is coming in and thinking and believing and knowing that he can win. That's a big damn deal.
Absolutely, you can see the confidence still there. And I got to give it to Bostic, though. He took a little playbook out of me with no sitting down in between the rounds, standing up there. Can he keep the pace to the end, though?
Where does that come from, the no sitting down?
Well, you don't sit down during sparring, so why would you sit down in the fight? Sometimes it's a little bit harder to breathe, too, so if you don't have a good trainer that's pulling down on those, that belt of yours, you're not going to be able to breathe anything. So if you do it in the gym, you want to do it in the ring.
Showy counter right hand from Bostic. Got the stick out. It's just a stay away from me jab at this point. He's also got a little bit of a hurting jab. Cletus pointed out he got the right hand working a little bit. Xavier pointed out that the man coming in from out of town, from Texas, has slowed down a little bit in the second half of that opening round, but he's getting to work here.
Yeah, you don't want to burn yourself out too early. He did that last round early in the first round or so. Let's see if he can keep this pace up in the inside, because now Bostic is kind of walking to him, and he was throwing some early jabs to the body that I don't think too many people saw that might take effect in here, and this is where you're going to see it right here.
Yeah, starting to break him down a little bit.
Ooh.
Nice right hand over the top.
Ooh, and some body work, too. That's what we like seeing.
Pretty good uppercut there by Martinez.
Both men doing some down-low work. Bostic seems to be getting on track here a little bit more confident with his combinations. He has tasted the power of Javier, and I think he believes it's within an acceptable level, that he can handle it, maybe going to close the distance and do a little bit more interior work, maybe even be a little bit busier. You see that clanging right hand and then the jab to the body. That's a nice subtlety, Cletus. You got to like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Some individuals, though, you can hit him in the head as many times as you want. You can't hurt him.
Yeah.
But if you go to that man's body like he is right now, you're going to see a big difference in the man's attitude. Martinez got a big dome on his head right there. That's a big dome.
He does have a big dome, but I'm noticing he's huffing and puffing a little bit more. He's backing up. He's not quite as fiery. You see him backing up more. The body language on Javier is lessening a little bit.
Hand to the body that Terell just landed, it definitely pushed Martinez back some.
Right, absolutely. There's definitely put a fresh beat.
Again, the better of the two, though.
He just needs to keep to that body. That's the body. There it is right there.
That jab to the body, a la Floyd Mayweather.
The left hook earlier, and it landed from Bostic.
He has to come back with that left hook to the body after he throws those beautiful combinations.
Agreed.
Going to be checking out some replay action after this second round. It was a little ebb and flow and a dip for Javier. Started out strong and then ebbed some, came back, basted Bostic to the body, flurried some, tried to steal the round. Did he get it? We shall see probably if this does go to the scorecards. I feel like it's trending that way. You see the familiar face of Alfonso Gomez in the corner, the out-of-towner.
And as previously mentioned by Mr. Selden over here, Bostic still has yet to take a seat in the corner between rounds.
I feel like that's the kind of thing where if you start out not taking a seat, but then you get tired, I feel like you're not going to want to be like, hey, can I have a stool now, right? I mean, once you get started with that, it's hard to move away from it. I don't know. Do you always do that in every fight?
I always do it if I get past the first round, yes.
Right.
But it's up to your trainer who knows you on every single day, knows your body type, that he knows that maybe this is the round that you should be sitting down.
Okay. So you always got to have a stool there, man. It's like don't show up at the joint without a stool.
And you have to have your trust in your trainer that's supposed to be there to take care of you.
Right. Action now, 3 of 6 or less. Javier coming out looking to plow forward and be the aggressor. Bostic, he got the stick going. He got that jab going. That's a stiff jab that I like, the stern jab from the fighter from Wyandanch. And by the way, a little shout out to Wyandanch in Long Island. He's fighting for that town. He told me, he says, shout out Woods, please, to Wyandanch. So bang, it's done. I want to know that everyone in Wyandanch is watching Facebook Fight Night Live, though.
Yeah.
As well as
we don't give out shout outs that easy.
As well as around the world. Let us know where you're watching from.
That's right, because we got a co-main event.
Woo!
And guess what? He just got caught. Did Javier coming on in. The right hand from Bostic, very nice and accurate. And the left hand showing I can do it with the left hand as well. Nice work in this round from Terell.
Just needs to keep to the body because I can tell you right now, Martinez can take it to the head. He can get hit as hard as he wants. He comes back with a good combination right afterwards. He has a good attitude, man. Look at that. He can get hit with a good shot and come back with a nice, hard combination.
Yeah, he looked to snake that right-hand counter. Bostic got to be aware of it. Still coming back, still firing back, but popping with the left hook there. And Javier grins at him and says, oh, no, I can handle it. Don't worry. Yeah, I'll be here all night.
It might need to be a combination of shots to the body that will get Martinez.
Absolutely.
If Bostic is looking to score a knockdown or even stop his opponent, the one punch here, the one punch there, the pot shot, and it's good at scoring points. It's definitely winning him to fight. But if he's going to look to get a knockdown or even a knockout, it's going to be off a combination to the body.
Cletus and Xavier, do you feel that Bostic would be better served trusting his movement and his length a little bit more, getting more distance, maybe moving a little bit more, keeping more distance in between him and Javier? In other words, moving a little bit more, being a little bit more the slick boxer?
I would normally say yes, but I know his trainer, Leon Green, he wants to prove to people that you can do a little bit of everything.
Okay.
And if you got the guy in advantage of it, be able to do it. But I don't think you can be able to stop him with those shots to the head.
Yeah.
And it looks like Martinez is definitely figuring out that jab to the body to come back with a counter. He was doing it before. He was countering that jab to his body.
Yeah, but he's also eating them right hands, isn't
Ooh,
he?
And a left hook.
So we got a decent fight here going, guys, eh?
And to piggyback and answer your question, exactly what Cletus said, I think the best thing to do right now for him is just to score points, land easy shots, clean shots, land them when you can. If you see, if you feel the knockout is there, you go for it. If not, just keep hot shotting them. Soon enough, his hands is going to drop, and then you can take his head off.
And that's exactly what he did the last part of this whole round. Easy. When Martinez is sitting there, the fight's too easy for him to win. It's when Martinez does stuff like this that takes the round over and over. Or part of it.
He's literally chasing him in the corner after that.
That's right. He didn't go to the wrong corner. He was chasing him there. That's where we're going with that story. All right, I believe that.
Joe DeGuardia's Star Boxing Rockin Fights 34 is presented by the Paramount, a top live entertainment venue. Modell's Sporting Goods, you gotta go to Moe's. Tudor Advisory Group, organizational success through process improvement. The Inn at Fox Hollow on Long Island's North Shore. WBAB 102.3 FM, Long Island's classic rock. Camelot Limousine, more than 25 years of professional service. And Tied In Media, web development and marketing on Long Island.
So, back to live action, Paramount, Huntington, Long Island, New York. The referee says, come out at the bell when I tell you to come out the bell. All right, gentlemen, come out, swing this Facebook Fight Night Live, powered by Everlast. Joining the booth, Cletus Selden, extra special cameo. Having a great time with him in the ring, and my man Xavier Porto shoot the 5. We're seeing a pretty darn good prize fight here. Some back and forth action, 140-pounders. To me, to my viewpoint, the man from Wyandanch, Bostic, getting the better of it, but Javier Martinez coming in from Texas, a tough Texan, prototype Mexican Texan, likes to bang the left hooks to the body. He's been flurrying. He'll take a little time off, and Bostic will get that range on him, and then he'll come in and fire and hit to the body. So we got some real nice back and forth. I do believe, to me, that right hand really working now for Bostic last few rounds. Yes, Cletus?
Yeah, absolutely. You just pretty much summed up the entire fight right there. Back and forth. He takes a big of a break. Big right hand comes, some body shots. But I want to give a shout out to safety mat. You can see these mats are completely dry after each and every round, each and every fight. Not a drop of water is on the mats right now, which is a huge benefit, especially being a main event fighter. You want that when you come out into the ring.
You're not wrong. This is as dry as a...
dry as it gets. These guys are wet.
I was looking for whatever's really dry. Desert dry over there in the corners.
That is dry.
Yeah.
Tommy Clohessy runs these things. That started when I started, and I love them since. They changed away a little bit of the technology or whatever, make it a lot easier for them to get it out. But they do a great job. And now we're getting a little combination counter from Martinez now, but now it's right back to where we were before. Combinations, and all of a sudden a big splatter from Martinez when he goes, and then coming back with some jabs and body shots from Bostic.
Bostic, I'm feeling, also has the better the stamina, the better conditioning, a little bit of fatigue and lagging from the man from Texas, but that doesn't mean his heart is lagging at all. You see, he's still wailing away, firing. Cletus Selden has references Matt Hart. You see the left hooks as he tries to pummel his way in. Hard hooks. Bostic doing pretty well to evade it, though. Pretty decent footwork. Understands, get the heck out of the way. This steamroller coming at me, and moving well in this round 4 of 6 or less.
He's boxing very smart.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. He's boxing extremely smart. He's not taking too many risks. You know, he's taking everything that he's being given.
Right.
And he's landing these shots that are keeping his opponent at bay. Although Martinez comes out of, sometimes he jumps out the window and lands some wild punches here and there, or throws wild punches here and there. Bostic is not losing sight of what's in front of him.
I was just going to mention that this was the one round that Martinez actually didn't do that, get him against the ropes, throw all those crazy shots to try to change the pace of the round. Bostic kept on his toes and kept moving and kept winning the whole round.
Bostic using his better athleticism here, using his feet, And by the way, you don't hear people talking about the feet as much as they should. It's the fists are important, but the feet are too.
Absolutely. Once those legs go, everything goes. But I guarantee you, this won't be the last time, whatever happens in this fight, that we see Martinez. Martinez is definitely a trooper and definitely a tough journeyman right now, putting on a show.
Kid got great hair. Kid got great heart. Kid got a big name in the corner, so you know that gives him that little extra oomph. Alfonso Gomez was in title fights. You saw him against Agati. You saw him in against Cotto. Saw him on the Contender show. Xavier chatted with him before the show. I did too. A delightful guy.
Yeah, very, very pleasant man. You know, and speaking with him, the story that he gave was, you know, Martinez called him on Facebook Messenger and said, hey, something happened with my trainer. Can you come out? You know, take care of me in the corner, and he came out.
Oh, and by the way, when he calls you on Facebook Messenger, his face in the mask comes up.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Martinez, that is.
So Gomez was like, am I answering the phone on this potential lunatic? And he did. Round 5 of 6. Javier comes out, guns a-blazing, Mexican Texas style, trying to get in the face of Bostic, who used better boxing ability and the movement and the athleticism. Oh, right hand landed there from Martinez coming in, and he's really trying to pile up combinations here, trying to send a message that, oh yeah, I'm still here, and I'm still to be dealt with here, Mr. Bostic. So don't you think you can coast to the end zone?
Absolutely. You know, sometimes you can have that fight in you where you're like, I'm exhausted and tired, but you might have a trainer in your corner that's normally not there that gives you that energy in these last 5 and 6 rounds where the other guy thinks he has you. We're seeing it early here. Hopefully you just keep that pace and keep that composure. You might be able to take a little something out of this right now if he keeps this up.
Want to send a shout out to Chris Perry out there watching out of Philadelphia, Caroline Flint watching out of New Haven, Connecticut. Thanks for tuning in.
Left-handed stance from Bostic. You saw him switch stance and then go low, and I do wonder if he was thrown off a little bit by Javier's increased firepower and activity here in this 5th round.
Absolutely. The one thing that Martinez can't do is just stand there and go backwards. Those 2 things he can't do, because if he does, Bostic's going to eat him up. But when he goes forwards, it's a totally different game.
Want to say hello to Jerome Conquest, the Conqueror. Has a fight coming up March 1st. What's going on, Rome? How you doing out there?
So both men testing each other, who will stand their ground, who will back up, who will edge forward. Javier trying to be the aggressor, and he gets popped as he comes in. Little hold and hit, slick move from Bostic. Bostic, he might be taking, I don't want to say taking a round off, but you do see less movement in this round, so he might be saving a little something oomph for the final round in round 6. Cletus, how often are you doing that? Now listen, I know a lot of your fights end early because you got a lot of firepower, but how often do you go out and say, you know what, I'm actually going to take this round off a little bit and coast a little bit more?
I think that happened one time in my career. Oh, it's getting too good in here.
Yeah, right here.
That was really
those
good.
2 inside hooks, those are some solid shots by both men.
All right, so in other words, no one's taking any time off here. We got trading going on here at the Paramount in Huntington, infighting going on. It's getting a little bit sloppy, but in a good way, because heart is on the line and guts, and hands are dropping, and guess what? Bombs are being thrown, and they're connecting too.
Yeah.
That right uppercut to the body really put a hurt on Martinez right there.
Yeah, so those headshots don't really just takes him off balance, but it doesn't really hurt him. You can see by his attitude. Maybe the uppercut will get him, but the other ones won't.
Highly active round from both men. On the unofficial card, you give that to the Texan, Xavier?
Oh, absolutely no. I give it to Bostic.
You give it to Bostic, Cletus, in that round?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. 1 to go.
Fight Night Live on Facebook is powered by Everlast, who reminds you to be first. And presented by Eat Clean Bro. If you're a pro in training or you just want to eat like a world champion, check out Eat Clean Bro and use the promo code Fight Night. Elite Heat Water. The best fighters, trainers, and announcers just drink the water. And Mr. Custom Made. For the perfect knockout look, check out MrCustomMade.com.
Let's make some noise as we head into the final round.
Do feel like probably Bostic would be ahead on the cards, being the local man from Long Island, but do also never know. Also, I think we in the booth, Xavier Porter and Cletus Selden, know enough of Javier Martinez enough to know that this guy is going to be going down to the bitter end, fighting to the very end. So we don't want to take our eyes off this and think that anyone's coasting to the finish line. This could be a pretty fun round, 6th and final here. Star Boxing Facebook Fight Night Live, powered by Everlast.
This fight right here with Bostic is all about respect. You're coming in my hometown or you're coming into my city and you think you're going to defeat me with all your aggression.
And your mask.
Your mask. No, it's not going to happen.
Not going to happen, Captain.
You're going to take these punches, you're going to go back where you came from with these.
That's what Leon Green would love to see. I know how hard he trains these individuals and these young kids on Long Island, gives them hope, brings them up from wherever they're coming from, bring them to the gym, give them a positive attitude every day. I love all the work he does. Same thing for Bostic. These guys work hard every single day here on Long Island, your homegrown town, and you can see it here. Hopefully he can finish the fight strong. That's what we want. Martinez is telling him to bring it right to him in the middle of the ring. Woo-hoo-hoo!
And guess
Man,
what?
big
It was
right
brought
hand.
right to him with the right hand that landed clang right off his skull.
That's what we're liking, baby.
Yeah, you heard that Long Island accent, guys. That's Cletus Selden. He fights for Star Boxing, says he's maybe going to be back here in a March or so on the comeback trail after Tommy John surgery, well known to baseball players, not as well known to boxers, but he says he's come back very well. Saw me, he burst on the scene. It was a big, HBO fight, Cletus?
Back-to-back fights on HBO,
That's
third
right.
fighter in history. At
Yeah.
the end of the day, I can put my name in the history books.
And Bostic looking to put his name in the books too. He's 3-1 now. If he continues with this athleticism and the movement and the clanging of the right hands against the grinning Javier, he can go to 4-1. 1 minute remaining here. Round 6, final round.
I would just
Javier
like to
looks like he's bouncing. He still has some energy remaining.
Yeah, I would like him to finish the fight just like that. Do not get caught up in these combinations right now because Martinez is going to bring it to you. So keep moving, keep jabbing him and moving around.
He's just boxing very smart, you know. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. Landing shots and just continuously countering his opponent.
Yeah, Martinez started switching up with some uppercuts in there, but, you know, Bostic was able to catch it a little later now where he's not going to get hit with those.
Yeah, but he did have to grab on, right? There was a little bit of a 4-punch flurry there, and he's like, are you going to stop punching already, or am I going to have to grab you?
At least he learned something instead of getting hit with those 40-punch combinations
Yep.
from Martinez.
I'll tell you one thing, Martinez is one tough guy. One tough guy. So
And good action for a 6th and final round. And Javier runs back to his corner,
Jumps on the ropes.
jumps on the ropes.
He don't deserve to be booed. He fought his heart out.
No, he doesn't.
Absolutely.
Do me a favor, talk to
Absolutely.
any of those people that you see booing there. Cletus, we talk to them.
It's tough
Be
though.
nice,
I got
be
some
nice.
when hammerheads come in here and you
Oh,
fight
right, right,
against me.
right. All right.
They
Yeah.
they put fear into the
Okay.
opponent's eyes.
Fair enough. People got their rooting favorites. I understand that. So tabulations are going to be done by the judges here in the booth. Are we unanimous? We do believe Bostic is going to come out with this one, guys?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Even if it was away or home, like you said, it was a down point, 2 points, but no way.
I don't believe Martinez won one round. He fought his heart out.
Fought his heart out
Fought
really
to,
good.
You know, fought to the end. Came out the gate.
If he
you
could
know.
pick up his combinations for that long period of time, like those real, true Mexican styles, he'd be a force to go with, but you can't just fight in spurts.
Yeah. And hats off to Alfonso Gomez for coming out here, you know, taking on a fighter
Yeah.
who he just met on Facebook Messenger yesterday.
He
Well,
didn't know him from Adam. He
well,
thought
he-
it was a prank call.
Yeah, he said the guy, they've been Facebook friends, but you know, everybody's friends on Facebook, but you rarely see each other. And so he gets a call. He gets a call from a guy with a mask on. Hey, who is this? Michael Myers calling me? Jason Voorhees? I don't know. And he convinced him to come out, took a flight out here, and he gave him the best information and knowledge he could to help him pull out a victory. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. But hey, he had a good time coming out
And
here.
he's talking tremendous smack
he
for,
won't
for a
stop.
corner cameraman.
He won't stop. And you got to give it to Gomez. You know, that's the kind of person he is, and that's the kind of these fighters are. You know, we are human beings. Somebody calls us a random person, you want to respond to him.
You are human beings, Cletus?
Some of us our hams, you know. But, you know, that's what kind of, he's not doing this for a payday or anything. He's coming out here to help a young man that needs help, that called him in desperate need, 100%.
The way you just said it gave me goosebumps.
And one thing
nice.
Gomez said, I said, well, what made you, come out here? Was it he said it had nothing to do with money. It was something that he felt. It was a genuine gesture that this young man made and said, hey, I need you. Can you come out? He probably pitched him a good song, pitched him a good story about how much he admires him. He's his idol. They're both Mexican descent. But at the end of the day, it's great for both men to come together and come out and
You're not saying he BS'd him, are you?
No, not at all. Not at all. Maybe a smidge. But no, I believe he gave him he was genuine about it and said, hey, can you come out here and be in my corner? I need a real corner man, a real fighter that knows fighters.
Right. And someone that just encourages him, somebody he looks up to. You put a little extra work in. We don't know his fighting style before this fight, but, you know, he might have gave him a little extra stuff in here.
Mark Fratto is going to tell us who won.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to tonight's decision, Star Boxing wants to recognize a couple faces in the crowd, so the fighters and referee Al Lobianco can just relax for a moment. We want to recognize first in Javier Martinez's corner the star of Contender 1. His resume professionally includes matchups with Saul Canelo Alvarez, the middleweight champion of the world, and the great Hall of Famer Miguel Angel Cotto. Please recognize Alfonso Gomez. Seated ringside right now as part of our Facebook broadcast team. He owns a record of 23-1, 19 wins by knockout. He holds the record, a tie for the most appearances and victories on
little old me.
HBO. Fighting back to back to back, just like Mike Tyson and Roy Jones did. Please welcome Long Island's own Cletus, the Hebrew Hammer Selden. Joining us in the building tonight, Haitian Fire, Star Boxing's own super welterweight contender. He last fought in January, winning by a devastating TKO here at the Paramount last January, 2018. Wendy Toussaint. Some boxing royalty joining us in the building with a record of 43-19 and 127 wins by knockout. He's the former WBC middleweight, IBF super middleweight, WBA light heavyweight champion of the world, Iran the Blade Barkley joins us tonight. With a record of 50-6, 28 big wins by knockout. Joining us this evening, former WBA World Bantamweight Champion, WBO Super Bantamweight Champion, IBA Featherweight Champion of the World, Junior Jones. The great Junior Jones in the building. Also in the house tonight, a great amateur fighter turned professional. As a pro, he was 44-3, 17 wins by knockout. USA New York State welterweight champion, and then NABF welterweight champion as a pro in the amateurs. He actually fought our promoter Joe DeGuardia in the 1988 Golden Glove Finals. Joe wants us to mention that Joe was victorious in that one over Larry Barnes, the legend, Larry Barnes. We have a former world champion turned trainer. You saw him get his fighter his first pro victory in the first bout of this evening. Once again, former welterweight champion of the world, Aaron Davis is here. And then, of course, ladies and gentlemen, our host. He's been building contenders and champions for 25 years with Star Boxing. Lawyer at the head of a successful law firm, 1988 Golden Gloves Open Class Champion, the president and CEO of Star Boxing, Joe DeGuardia.
Facebook, Fight Night Live on Facebook.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we've waited long enough for the decision.
I gotta say, one
Another round of applause for these two warriors. Having gone all six, we check out the judges' scorecards. Mark Constantino scored this one 60-54. So did John Basili. Kevin Morgan saw this one 59-55. All three for your winner by unanimous decision from Wyandanch, Long Island, New York, the problem child, Terell Bostic.
So, does the mask have to cover the tears? The way he bowed his head, did he think maybe he was going to win?